Oh! Cough on me, she gonna give me smallpox and Ebola. I was in Africa for 3 days. Shut up. How y'all doing? It's your boy JC and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with more Tiny Bunny. As usual, I want to extend my hand and my invitation, my thanks to you guys for supporting the channel. But this might be honestly the last Tiny Bunny video until the next episode. So I do appreciate everyone who has been watching the Tiny Bunny content and, you know, all that stuff. But I want this to be known. I'm not trying to milk this game, okay? I'm definitely trying to do content, but I don't want to seem like I'm just Tiny Bunny type of YouTuber. I want to do variety, so if you guys want to see more of that, pocket mirror. Come on, bro. But we have some interesting things. You guys were talking. Jesus, like you guys talk too much. Is that rude of me to say, bro? So real quick, I want to go over some of the comments again, like last episode. Fat Charlie, shout out to you, homie. He says, also try to collect all evidence through the episode, throughout the episodes. I go for Elise's route. It's adding up to the story and hilarious too. Okay. So that's one thing we didn't do. We didn't do Elise's. That's something that I'm thinking. Let me see that we're gonna try out. All right, shout out to homie Nikita. Homie says, finally a new part. By the way, if you play according to the canon, then Anton must be complete loser, endure and humiliate, so to speak. So are you saying that the canon way of the game is Anton being a complete loser? I think that's probably what the homie Daylight meant when it came to enduring, resisting. I don't know. I took that wrong. Shout out to Elayman, or I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but you do say, I hope no matter what, in episode 4 you will continue your original line. So yeah, that's something I also want to clarify. I am not straying away from my original route. This is just different routes to see what we could get from ending the episode 3 and other stuff, so we can build up our theory, so to speak. So the homie Epicopius is back. He says about the drawing part, it actually has a purpose. There's a man you can see on the background in episode 1 near the school, which I do remember, and on the way home through the woods at episode 2. Yup, I do remember that as well. You could click on him for an extra text, especially cute on Paulina route, and for close look on his face. When you get a close-up IRC, you need both encounters. Additional parts are added to the drawing pool, allowing you to portray this man in a nice alternative scene, which probably gonna have consequences in the next parts. Right before that, by the way, you could open cop files for some interesting bits. Just wait a bit after the choice is shown. Policeman will turn away to the chalkboard, and that's the chance. Oh wow, so that whole when he's like walking around acting like he's talking but he's not actually means something. That's weird, bruh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I underestimated this game's, I guess, detail. I didn't think you can do that. And yeah, you guessed right. In a lice route, you not only will be cool with Roma, but, well, let's just say there is enough of hilarious and curious stuff in there. Looks like you enjoy theorizing about this game, as all Tiny Bunny community too, so I recommend to check this route. If not on the video, then just for personal entertainment. Shout out to you, Epicopius. I kind of figured, because they like to do it subtly, but Roma was pretty much cool. He wasn't like Simeon where he just picked on you because he wanted to pick on you. He only picked on you because you were doing something he didn't like. That's what I assumed, but for you confirming that, well, let's see if we actually could get that route. Okay, hope I'm not too late this time, so my explanations will be some of use. All right, so this is the big one. So this is the one that I think we actually follow, which kind of goes in line with Fat Charlie's and the rest of y'all's accusations as well. He pretty much said this game is based on a short horror story on Dmitry Mordash. Okay. It's interesting to point out that the original name of both the game and the story is Tiny Hair. Okay. So I mean, I would assume that saikono, they probably have like their blessings from Dmitry to do this, or this is just like some fan-made stuff. But it's called Tiny Hair. I guess they localized the name as bunny to match the cultural meaning. In traditional Russian fairy tales, hair plays a huge role as he interacts with other animals such as fox, wolf, and bear. But in English folklore, his part is usually occupied by a bunny. So technically we do know the story, this story gonna end. But the game developers significantly expanded the world of the story by adding new characters, new routes, and probably new endings. Okay. So far, the community managed to find 3 main routes: Solo, Polina's route, and Eliza's route. Okay. A solo route is the closest to the original story in terms of content, of course, but it's also probably the most boring. To take this route, you need to choose the endure during the first confrontation with Semyon. Okay, so just kind of like what Nikita was saying, you basically play this route in this video. Not much of new content here. Anton gets bullied in the school, becomes bitter and miserable. Polina's route is what you did during the original playthrough. To start this route, you need to fight Semyon back and choose Polina. This route will have some unique scenes with Polina. The bullies, you already saw them. Okay, cool. And then finally, Eliza's route. By far the most fun, the content rich, and most popular choice among players according statistics. Really, here's an artistically detailed instruction. Okay. So we're gonna follow this route. I'm gonna trust you, Alexander, in this. We're gonna follow your route. So there's a couple of things we need to remember. Is I need to make sure that I talk to obviously follow the Alexander's route and some of what y'all were saying as well. And then also there was some like collectibles I need to collect. I don't know all of the collectibles, so I'm gonna make sure that I go through all of them. But I also need to make sure I talk to that dude who was at the school, which is weird because I clicked on the dude and he didn't really do much. I remember like a few episodes when I actually initially played episode 1, but this goes deep. What the freak? All right, so I'm gonna just make sure everything is good. Let's go to the kitchen. Open. So we saw that already. Did I touch everything? I gotta touch everything. So we're here. I think this is the TV scene, right? Okay, let's turn on the TV. Just like a dark type of forest, just like the one outside. Homie ate the Tide Pod. What else? All right, so sorry, it says set search. Or you know what? I messed it up. Ah! All right, so let's run my setback. Literally. Okay, that was a bad joke. I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. Y'all have some good eyes. Bruh. All right, so let's just set it. Let's see what happens when we set it. Oh, snap. Okay, this is different. The picture finally cleared up, but the moment I rejoiced at finding that weird signal again, the TV started coughing, a voice barely coming through the cacophony. COVID. Whoa, talk to me, dirty. Hey, yo. He was often seen not like that. At the moment when small snowy hills were lined up on the screen, pierced with rickety crosses, and a male voice was narrating with a slow, mournful voice. It was a pitch black night at the cemetery. Oh! In that fateful dark time, little Senya met her fate at the face of the... This is on the TV? Or this is like the channel? Why is this so dark? Like, this is not... Homie didn't even put based on a true story, bro. Like, why you got the instrumentals on? The forest... Locals call him other than the Forest Master. Ooh, is that homie in the forest? I froze, and I did my best not to move, as if by doing that I could scare away the narrator. I listened closely to his every word. The beast dealt with the helpless girl in a masterful manner. Really? Nah. I didn't want to think whether Senya remains were wrapped in there, so I shut my eyes without thinking. The voice continued. Wolves are rare guests in these parts. Ooh. What do you gotta say, Obasa? That look like, Anton's grandmother. Let me see the beard. Cough on me, she gonna give me smallpox and Ebola. I was in Africa for 3 days. Shut up. Close-up shot of her face of an old homeless woman, weary from life and alcohol. Yep, we figured, Obasa. Alcohol abuse rattled on the screen. Oh, nah, that's not me.
Yes, such a fearsome beastie it is. Worse than the raisin died.
This is our mic. Are you paying for this? Nah, I ought to kick coochie kick and get her out of here. Get her out of here. Nah, what? I don't even. Oh, I see, homie.
And the stink. It's like.
Bro, she need that Papa John CEO treatment. The rest of the comparison was swallowed up by the sound of a horn.
I never felt anything like it. I was just standing there. Yes, right where you stand, boyo. And it pierced me with its eyes, right in the middle of the day. Was so huge. That one with glassy eyes.
Obscenities were covered by another bleep. Yeah, stop.
You know, if they say this sea demon lays its eyes on you, it'll snatch you and put you in this bag, and you're done. But he won't touch me.
Why, you got the crucifix?
Likes me, it seems.
Really?
So they even call me the devil's witch.
You're proud? I mean, if you get to give the devil lap dances, I guess. And it's definitely true. The carnivorous monster will not touch those who fell to the level of forest beasts. Really? Going for the innocent child's blood instead. Ah, so it likes child. Bro, are we not getting white van energy? The forest master's presence is more and more on the outskirts of our country. Torn between believing in what was said and shrugging it away, I decided to record the remaining part of the documentary for some reason. I quickly grabbed the tape that was on top of the TV and put it in VCR without even looking at the cover. I pressed record, turned the sound up, and paid attention to the slipping signal. It's not called the Forest Master for nothing. All of the animals obey it. Ooh, be they hairy or feathery. They are all precursors for its appearance. Really? If you hear howls in the distance, then it most likely already knows where you live. So that means a lice and all the other animal masks know this forest master. I mean, it makes sense because they kind of talked about it in episode 3, where they were like, we hate this dude. If you find animal prints all over your doorstep and birds watching you from the trees, you better hide. It's already coming for you. So morbid. Usually like channel Fox News is just like, dead body in front of your porch. All right, today we have 70s in weather, tomorrow 80s, like, no. If you wake up at a night and see a pair of eyes at your window, all you can detest, then soon. How come nobody knows about this? What? Who is this announcer? This man get paid $6 an hour talking about skora. Bruh, you are spilling false lies. No papa. Bruh. Alright, that's bad. If you get it, you get it. Then soon. Skora. Stop saying skora. Then soon. Skora. Then soon. Is this a horror film? Skora. Whoa! Bruh. I knew when it was coming, but I was like, is that how he looks? Then the TV suddenly went mad and looped the last word over and over, piercing my ears. I got goose. Me too! What is it doing? The tape ended and it was rewinding to the beginning. Hopefully you got to record that bit. Try to break the VCR. I know you recording, bruh. Like, golly, bruh, how you know? The sound of rustling tape reminded me of leaves in the wind and the low howl of the beast. I woke up from my stupor and pressed the button. The VCR rejected the tape. For a moment, I thought it was stained with saliva, but that was just the light from the chandelier, making the black plastic glossy. Then I saw the cover. Okay, tell me what it means. Oops, it recorded it over Peter Pan. Man, if you don't get this pointy-eared freak, I'ma get the pair of scissors and... Alright, that was kind of racist, bruh. That's what I get for hurrying. It was bad enough I ruined Oya's cartoon, but I also put this creepy stuff over it. I can't let her see this. We'll drown in tears. Man, who cares about Oya? Golly, always doing stuff for the children. I'm not gonna, there were so many jokes, I'm not gonna finish that. Alright, I snuck a glance at the door. I could hear the clatter of glass and squeaky floorboards. Uh-oh, they're coming up. Oya appeared in the doorway. Quick, turn off the TV and hide the joint.
Ты не смотришь без меня?
You haven't started without me having you.
Man, shut up. Yeah, disappointed. My sister brought the tray, unevenly cut bread, and a whole can of condensed milk.
Нет,
Нет, no.
я пока кассету ищу.
I was looking for the tip.
А ты точно хочешь Питера Пэна смотреть?
Do you really want to watch Peter Pan?
Хочу, хочу.
I do.
Включай скорее.
Turn it on already.
Садит свой бразильский сериал смотреть.
Mom will come after. Come watch her Brazilian drama soon.
Man, screw the Brazilians.
Bruh.
Nah. Shout out to Kajin, if you still there, Kajin. Come on. Think, fake detective.
Честно, мне как-то Питер
You know,
Пэн
I didn't
совсем
like Peter
понравился.
Pan.
Может, лучше
Maybe we should
«Русалочку»?
watch Little Mermaid instead.
«Русалочку» я уже насмотрелась.
Me too. And the same with Peter Pan.
I've already seen it so many
А
times.
ты обещал.
And you promised me.
She's so stubborn.
Придумал.
I
Давай
know.
сначала пару серий «Черепашек
Let's
ниндзя».
watch a couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Y'all got that and y'all ain't watching that? Come on, that's way better than Peter. Episodes first. Deal? Oya frowned, but ultimately gave up. She put down the tray and crossed her hands on her chest. Man, I must
Если так
pour
сильно
this over your
просишь.
face.
If you want it so much, can you open the milk can?
Моя острая.
I'm afraid I'll cut myself with sharp edges.
As soon as I stood up, colorful dots popped up before my eyes. My sore legs were pierced by thousands of needles. Only when I reached the sofa, I realized that the can was already open. What the? Oya had tricked me and played me for a fool. My stomach became heavy. Is she running away? What the? Become heavy. I wanted to rush toward the TV, but my little sister was faster. Oh, dang. She picked up the remote and proclaimed a victorious tone.
Повелся,
Gotcha.
Uh-oh, she's about to be disappointed.
Владычица пульта приказывает
As the
смотреть.
remote's master, I command you to watch Peter Pan.
I couldn't even open my mouth and the VCR already started to eat the cursed tape. Wait, what if it doesn't play? What if he didn't record it? Or if he did record it, what if it doesn't show what we saw? But I mean, I can't blame Anton. He was just trying to record it real quickly and get evidence. She'll played and then black crosses on the unnamed graves, empty crypts, bloody scraps on the snow, and the insane devil's wench. I better tell the truth. Wait.
Оля, стой.
Oh, yeah, stop. At least you're honest. I erased the end of your tape by accident.
Отдай ее мне.
I'll trade it with you for two of mine.
Ты чего?
What is this, Pokemon games?
What do you mean? You couldn't erase it. Me and Dad had broken off all the plastic pins with the screwdriver.
Теперь ни на один
You can't record anything over my cartoons now. What? My little sister pressed the triangular play button on the remote. Then how did he record it? Anton. He sold. I squeezed on the inside, awaiting out of this world voice of the narrator. But I saw the duel between Peter Pan and Captain Hook instead. I sighed in relief. Okay, I guess that's better. A head, heavy as a leaden ball, now rested in my hands. Oya smiled in joy. She put the tape on the rewind and started spreading milk over her bread. Her bread? Ew. When the cartoon forgot, she forgot about everything in the world. You forgot the butter over the bread, as if she really got transported into the Neverland, like she always wished. To be honest, I also imagined myself there, in a land where no one argues over little things, where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. But now Peter Pan's land was especially far away from me. My thoughts dragged on, stumbled upon the horned beast that awaited me among the trees, and the narrator's mournful voice haunted me, sliding over the bushes and ravines. Like a winged carnivore would track its prey. It felt like I was dreaming with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality.
Тоша, скорее, шторы задерни.
Okay, so this has happened. Is this what, this is essentially what happened after we watched the tape anyway.
Ты что, ну?
Alright, by some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Alright, let's skip. Another moon peeked over from the first one, scary and waned over the taiga forest. Wait, did I skip over something? Guys, I think I skipped over something.
Bruh.
Another moon peak from the first one. Wait, I didn't skip anything then. So that means I redid all that for nothing? Oh my god. I squeezed the remote with all my might, ready to press stop at any moment. I rewound the recording, checked if it was intact, and then carefully took out the tape. Okay. Protective pin was still in place. I stood up and left Olya's room. Whether it was by providence or by curse, I had the tape alongside the mint in the exact moment my mom peeked into my room. Really? Cursed tape. What's up, mother? Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Give me a hug or something. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. This mom is cursed. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? I want to be teased for hanging around with having parents like you. Adults think everything is so simple. Facts. Not really, but facts. As if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. But that is true. They think they don't not know how kids be bullying kids. I cover myself with a blanket to my neck and listen to the house humming. Something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had questioned me. Do I want to hear the mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Maybe it's a part of growing up and I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on and on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. It has come after all. The day I feared most. The first day of new school term. Okay, so we in school now. Okay, bet. All right, so this is the episode that we really gotta do some stuff. This is the episode where we go to Elisa's route. All right, so we gotta take Elisa's candy. All right, so this is the homie right here. This is the dude. All right, a tall man was standing near the gate, puffing out clouds of smoke in the wind. He didn't look like a teacher. Was he a PE guy, maybe? Oh, he looked at me. I carefully studied his face. That looked like it was a cut from a piece of granite, and his hair lip that was holding down a cigarette. He was playing around with the car keys and staring back at us. The light from the cigarette was reflected in his eyes, and they were sitting deep in his eye sockets. I froze in place. Okay, man lazily tore off his eyes from us and walked toward the road. That's disgusting. Who's this Ness, I wonder? Okay, so we gotta click this. So anytime we get to a scene where we could like interact with the environment, I'm gonna just start clicking shit. All right, so we can pretty much skip all of this. All right, fight back. All right, so we're gonna meet Polina. We're gonna have to pick a route. Sorry, Polina. In this route, we don't pick hoes. All right, let's pick the route. So we got Polina, Elise. All right, let's pick Elise. Actually, let's before we do that, somebody left their school shoes on the windowsill. Okay. Let's pick on the other stuff. Turn me around and I'll tell you who's stupid. I bet something offensive is written on the other side of the paper plane. All right, let's click Elise. After closing my backpack, I ran downstairs. Out of here, bye. I scanned my surroundings through the window in the main hall. Nobody suspicious in sight. All right, the school doors creaked. The sound was similar to the music from a thriller, the high note that comes before the intense scene. I ran around the corner, trying not to catch anyone's attention. The smell of pastry and burnt sugar wafted from the school cafeteria. I froze when I saw a silhouette in the second floor, must be Polina, gliding a bow on the violin strings with her head slightly tilted to the side. I wish I could hear the melody she played, but Polina was only a dark outline in the school yellow sheet, the window's yellow sheet. I dragged my feet forward. On the net, football goal on the yard fluttered in the wind. Oh, there's the dude! The same wind that hurled a small white whirlwinds through the field. The hum of its engine sounded like the howls of hungry beasts that chased me through the snowy desert. Elisa and her scary mask also came to mind. Right now, in the light of day, it was really hard to believe she was real. What did she say back then? In the backyard, near the hanged man. What did she mean by that? Okay, use syringe among cigarette butts. Hope somebody just needed an insulin shot. Okay, looked at the wall. Oh, I missed the hanged man. Hold up. Oh, there's a squirrel. Okay. Alright, let's click the hanged man. Excuse me. The silhouette turned around and the corner and walked it deeper in the dead end, leaving cigarette smoke in its wake. Was it an adult? A teacher, maybe? Okay. That's creepy. I looked at the wall. There was a hangman drawn under the thick black line of resin. Someone played the hangman here. Something scribbled on both sides of the bed. Escape, fear, truth. Okay.
Come closer, sweetheart.
It took me a while to realize where that sound was coming from. Miles strolled through the cul-de-sac at the school backyard, through the windows, and the snow. Is she in there? One of the snow piles started trembling like a volcano before it erupts. That did not scare me. Give me your heart! In the blink of an eye, the white crust crumbled and a fox jumped at me. She made a gracious bow, enjoying the effect of her appearance she had on me. Hey bro, won't you get your homie that you work for back there? Silver of snow shined on her coat. Couldn't even imagine that thinking about girls with tails can be this. I don't know what to compare it to. Something infectious? Toxically sweet? Fight back or your heart is in my bag. She giggled so enthusiastically that it forced me to smile. Oh, come on. I need more than the fox mouth under there. I quickly rolled a ball of snow and threw it at Elisa. She tried to dodge it, but it was too late. It hit her shoulder. Oh, you insolent boy. Yeah, it's me. It's weird. We're more happy with the masked animals more than just, I don't know, anything. The fox slowly backed down, trying to arm herself.
You're sly, but I'm a fox. Think out of the box.
Her retribution was swift. A snowball arched its way above the snowy yard, and the ravens flying in the air. I wanted to duck, but slipped and fell to my knees. While I was getting up, I caught a huge chunk of snow with my face. It burned up from the cold. Dang! I swore loudly from an immense disappointment. Using the words I heard in Sector Gaza's songs on the cassettes I hid from my parents. If Dad heard this, he would have definitely gave me a good whipping. He had a very low tolerance toward obscene words and always communicated in clean Russian. Oh, come on. It can't hurt that much. It can't hurt that much. She brushed off my hood as if to show compassion, took me by the elbow and helped me get up. Uncharacteristic for a child, she took off my glasses, blew away the snowflakes that were stuck to them, and handed them back. Jesus. Now we're even, Tosha. Only people who were close to me call me that. I haven't even seen her real face. Didn't know her last name, what class she was from, and if she had a real tail under her coat. Want to get ahead?
Мы хотели поискать Вову,
We're going to look for Vova, remember?
Лучше поторопиться, а то меня родители станут искать.
What does that look? Alright, you just said the wrong words, trying to get these hands? Like what? We better hurry before my parents start looking for me. The fox let out a lazy yawn. Jesus. Parents. Don't be so boring. Jesus.
Let's play for a bit. You're always bored at home anyway.
А ты откуда знаешь?
And how do you know that?
Тоже мне тайна.
It's not even a secret.
Со взрослыми да в четырех стенах.
It's always too boring being locked up in a house full of adults.
У меня от стены взрослых
I get all jittery from both houses and pants, see?
Shut up. They just keyframed you. Her furry fox brow started twitching. I faked laughing in reply, unsure whether to be able to move parts of her mask like that was genuinely funny or not.
Come on, Tosha. Don't be scared.
I can see you want to play. And if you win... The fox girl got dangerously close to me and stood on her tippy toes, almost touched my face with her rough little nose. Jesus. Take that mask off. What do you mean if I win? Playful fires danced deep in her eyes. She gonna twerk on me or what? Lap dance? You ain't give me no kiss with that snout? She smelled nice like berries and saccharina. Is this the smell of independence and true freedom? I mean, the kind where all you have to do in your life is run wild and eat sweets? Her whispers poured into my ear like a scalding hot water. If you win, I'll be your guide. Okay.
Believe me, I have a lot of things to show you. Well, sure, we'll find your Vova, for one.
I felt as if a giant invisible spring bent inside me. My tummy hurt, but the sensation was somehow not exactly unpleasant. It was so weird. I just had a conversation with Polina, and now Elisa was going to drag me along with her. Felt like my mind was becoming blurry. splitting into like those gravestones on the TV record.
А если проиграю?
And what if I lose?
Душу из тебя выцепляю.
I'll clutch your soul, softy. No, you won't. Jesus. Come on, let's go. She bursts out laughing. Man, hurry up. I got stuff to do. Come on, I thought you got work to do. Her promise. It almost sounded like a threat. Whatever.
Bruh.
I'm not hip. I bent down and scooped up some snow. I wish I had a device that I could tell whether Elise was joking or being serious. She's just joking. Is there always a third option with people like her? Between her jokes, her laughter, and her hot breath in my ear? I wanted to win. To punish her for the lightness and freedom she possessed that clearly was too much for an average girl. When I, on the other hand, was possessed, or rather intoxicated by the thirst for adventure, by my curiosity. Just like that time when I ate cherries from Mom's What the? No, explain. A sweet alcoholic drink made from fruits and berries called berry vodka normally contains 20 to 30% of alcohol. Okay, bet. Give me some rum. So it actually has cherries in that bit. With my eyes closed while the bed was spinning underneath me, I spat and cleaned my lips. Do you want to play, little sister fox? Well then let's play. Jesus, I don't like the way you say little. I armed myself with a snowball and chased a fleeing fox girl. Oh my god, he's having fun. I saw a familiar street with the wooden posts that didn't look scary anymore. They were just logs covered in snow. And if I were to shout now, the guard dogs would start barking and their owners would peek out of their windows. At least a small silhouette was mocking me from far away. It was so useless. Tried to hit her with a snowball for doubt. Waste of ammunition. Jesus. Birches, mutilated by the cold, peeked out to view along the clear road. A giant snow pile towered near one of the trees. This was probably a place where the tractor brought all the snow from the village. A whole family of foxes would fit such a pile. No, I thought, she's the only fox around here. She alone was already too much. My second morning acquaintance was running around near the edge of the forest. The stray dog with a mangy tail. She sniffed around and marked the naked berry bushes and ran toward the other ones. Okay. Elisa showed up from the under the hill.
Жулька! За
Zuka!
мной, девочка!
Follow me, girl. Okay. The dogs perked up and they barked in agreement, and I followed her lead. Bro, this is she is the opposite of Polita. She likes the dogs. We ran farther and farther, exchanging snowballs, laughing and stumbling. But this is very similar to Polina's route. So I'm assuming we're gonna run into Simeon. The winter forest towered in front of us, reaching for the low clouds. Wait, are they gonna see Elisa then? Because I don't know. I just been having this weird thing because nobody's ever seen Elisa and the masked kids except for me, you know? The winter towered in front of us, reaching for the low clouds. We were at the edge of its shadow, and almost. The fox hid behind a huge pine, clearly trying to get close to me and shove some snow down my collar. It was a good plan, but Zoko, who was running circles around her, gave her away. I broke off the dry branch and decided to act even trickier. I put my hat on and peeked it from the side of the pine. Made her think that it's my head. I bit my lip to stop myself from laughing, then jumped out from the other side and performed a point-blank throw. Got him! Elisa probably cracked my plan right away, but still let me win 3-1. I was wounded in the leg, and she got shot in the chest and the stomach, losing imaginary blood in front of my eyes. Pleading for mercy, while also choking from laughter. She's always laughing. Please, mercy. I'm dying.
Да все, живи!
Okay, I'll let you live.
Спасибо, добрый рыцарь.
Spasiba. Thank you, oh valiant knight. Is that what thank you means in Russian? The spasiba? I actually kind of want to learn Russian now, y'all, since y'all supporting the boys so much. Because first it was Japanese, now it's gonna be Russian. That's crazy. Arigato gozaimashita. She pretended to bow to me and then grabbed 2 handfuls of snow and, like a dying warrior, threw them my way in a last-ditch effort. I dodged her attack easily, laughing uncontrollably and being mad at the same time. I finished her with the 2 precise shots.
Живи.
He'll let me live, huh?
Научил бы меня жить.
Learn me how to do it. Learn me how to do it if you're so smart.
Молчи, ты умерла
Shut
уже.
up, you're already dead.
Тоже мне помеха.
When did that stop me?
Давай сыграем.
Let's play something more interesting. What? Jesus. She did a smoke through a smoke bomb. She dashed behind the trees after blowing snow in my direction.
Раз, два,
1, 2,
прилети, сова.
time to play with you.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4,
Время поиграть.
5, the hour will arrive. Okay, she got flow. She got a flow. I hesitantly moved toward the windfall.
6, да,
6.
6.
On the
Волчья шерсть.
on in the wolf's gray fur would stand. I thought it was a real tail gliding across the bushes. I rushed to the intertwined branches that helped Elisa to hide, as if something was pulling me there. I had to move them, tear them off like a spider web. Branches sprang back into my face, but it felt like they were caressing my cheeks and not hitting them. I was sweating, but I still had a lot of stamina left. I'll make sure to catch you, little fox. Elisa's voice was wandering among the wind.
7, 8. Бьем копытом озимь.
Jesus, why did you shout that? Stop typing in all caps. 7, 8. 7, 8. Stomp your hooves in weight. Seems like I underestimated you.
Думала, ты просто...
I thought you were just a boy. Confident that she was behind the drying pine, I rushed to intercept her. But the local acoustics treat me. Her voice was already echoing from the other side.
Зайчик.
And you're a bunny.
Шустрый.
So nimble, so cute. I hate how she's teasing me. The snowball flew at me from the shadows, whistling in my ear.
Я тебе дам, зайчик.
I'll show you a bunny.
Дай мне зайчика.
Yeah, do that. Show me. A bright fox fur coat flashed near a rotten stump. I rushed there, jumping over a ravine.
Зайчик,
Bunny,
выходи скорей.
show yourself. Be brave. Give the beasts fresh meat they crave. Hold up. This furry collar that flashed from every tree was the most important thing in the world for me. Y'all gotta incorporate some commas. My lips started trembling, as if I was a cowboy that was chasing his prey. One jump and the fox was in my embrace, so smooth and desirable. Fine, fine. You win. She leaned against the scratchy bark and started puffing. You tired?
Пожалуйста, давай немного отдохнем.
Pajast, please. Let's have a break.
Ты слишком
You're too fast, too strong, too tasty. Satisfied, I put my hands on my sides, waiting for the spoils of war from the defeated girl. But what I got instead was a sly snowball in my smug face. Jesus. The cunning fox ran away, roaring and with laughter. But I wasn't even mad about it. I needed to catch up to Elise and tackle her and subdue her. Uh-oh. Tear off her mask and see everything. Uh-oh. Oh, he's ready.
бедный зайчик.
Poor little bunny jumps around
Возле моря
in the wet pine forest,
страшно влажный
afraid of
лед.
getting eaten by the big gray wolf.
Попасть.
Stop saying this. We're playing.
Думает о
Thinking of
лете.
hot summer,
Прижимает
keeping his
уши.
ears low,
На небо косится.
sneaking glances at the hidden
Небо
sky.
не видать.
The sky really did disappear under the trees. I moved using the barking of Zelka as a guide, since she was closely following her owner, and I was getting closer. The same trail I imagined back at school blinked under my feet. It turned out running like there was no tomorrow was so easy. Faster, higher, faster. I felt like there was a well of untapped potential inside me, and I drew from it. My muscles were buzzing, my lungs felt bigger, and I felt much stronger overall. Hold up, my vision became sharper. You turned into a rabbit. I saw every icy branch, every dent in the bark. Something colorful was lying near the bushes. A piece of clothing. Another covered spot to the right. Elisa was losing her clothes on the run, like shedding her skin. I also used my teeth to take off my mittens, excited about all that. I'll get naked and feel all the way into the Jesus, Anton. The backpack slowed me down, so I threw it on the snow along with the pins that were inside, with all the notebooks and all of my drawings on the sidelines, and a dinosaur for Olya. Suddenly, a clear picture appeared in my mind. Your little sister, my sister, standing still near a window, basking in the dusking sun. Her small childish palms were pressed by the glass, leaving marks when they warmed it up. She could warm up the whole world like that. She looking at the taiga and saying my name.
Тоша,
Tosha. I stopped, I took a deep breath, and realized how rash and stupid I was, trying to undress in the middle of the forest while chasing a fox. I returned to get my backpack as if it was a part of my bee that I dropped. I remembered again how my sister didn't like to be left home alone. How she asked me to come home faster. What kind of brother I am, running in the forest that I used to scare my sister with, having fun while she's not even allowed over the doorstep. Sit in your cage, Oya, and watch the same cartoons over and over. Yeah, that is a cage animal.
Тоша!
Tosha.
Да, Оленька.
Yes, Oria.
Тоша, а куда?
Tosha, where are you?
Куда так скачешь, чмошник?
First of all, no one loves you. Stay in there. You got some crumbs on here. Get that up. Handle that. And who you telling, effer?
Where you hopping to, effer?
Oh, okay, that transition's clean. Alright, let's beat this man up. I ain't got no whips.
Алиса!
Alisa. Alright, so they don't ever get to see Alisa, which is interesting. Pines were swaying back and forth like solemn guards. I was frantically looking everywhere. I dreamt of finding the fox among the trees, expecting her to come to my rescue. Only the wind replied to my pleas. Where's Alisa?
Что вы с ней
What did you do
сделали?
to her? I shuddered from hearing my own voice. It sounded unnatural, rough, and scary.
Какая еще Алиса?
Who the frick is Alisa?
У тебя чё?
Did you hit your
Кукуха
head?
поехала.
Cool, shut up.
Не ссы,
Whatever, we'll
щас
fix you
мне
right up.
вылечим.
Ew. It can't be. Did Alisa really lure me into this trap? To these bastards? Alright, so at the edge of my vision, I noticed the darkness wreathe again, as if someone was walking back and forth there. I sensed Roma's claws and grabbed my backpack. What the heck is going on?
Манатки, Антошка.
Give me your crap, Antoshka.
Махаться mешает.
It'll get in the way. Alright, whatever, just give me the stuff. Alright, I'm gonna tell him that. Screw it. I ain't put on that mask. I stared into the clearing between the trees. What the? I know they did not. What kind of bootleg jump? What? Oh my god. Homie, why are you looking at me like that? It blinked in bewilderment. Animal fell on its tummy, staring back at me with its burning eyes. What the? The fox put her face to the ground. Fox backpedaled and disappeared into the darkness. The forest breathed at me, whispering. Are we just talking to the devil now? I slapped my own cheek to chase away the unfamiliar voice, but the message still lingered in my subconscious. This hint was my chance.
Заткнись, свинья.
Shut up, pig. Semyon looked paralyzed. Okay, we got him. We took his ankles. We took his bones. I suspect that you had a reason to transfer to another school.
Сбежал, да?
You
Как
fled,
крыса
right?
сбежал.
Fled like a rat.
Потому что
Ooh!
сверстники бывают
Because kids can be
жестокими
cruel
с теми,
with those who are
кто
different.
с теми, кто
Who's
толще
fatter
их,
or
например,
who's weaker than them.
слабее.
Ooh!
И ты решил издеваться
So if you
над
decide to
другими,
bully others,
как издевались над
just like
тобой.
they bullied you. Come on, nigga. I saw Semyon's Adam's apple twitch like it was a pump action rifle. Get it reloaded.
Ты отыгрываешься за старые обиды.
You're trying to pay back for the old wounds.
Хочешь казаться тем,
You
кем
want
не
to
являешься.
pretend that you're different now.
Но знаешь,
But you know
ничего
what?
не меняется
Nothing
в
changes at the snap of a finger.
Знаешь, кем
Should I
ты был?
tell who you were?
Знаешь, кто ты есть?
Should I tell you who you still are? Guys,
Пацаны,
Yasha was about to come to his friend's aid, but Yorakum stopped him, whipping out his controlling look. Yasha turned around and put his hands in his pockets.
Продолжай.
Go
Тоха.
on, Toha. Rakum's words ricocheted from the rough trunks.
знаешь, кем ты будешь
Should I
всегда?
tell you who you always will be? Xiaomia looked around helplessly.
Второе имя.
Your second name,
Настоящее имя,
the true
которое
name
дали
your
тебе
classmates gave you.
одноклассники.
Why
Откуда?
do you? Oh, Ramka and Byasha looked at the Samyeon like he was their prey now, even though I thought I saw them lick their parched lips. The wind was full of anticipation, dragging my scattered textbooks across the road.
Свинья!
A pig! A thunderous scream echoed throughout the forest. Trees and ravines enjoyed it. The echo repeated over and over, doubling, even tripling. Ramka ground it with all his teeth. Samyeon's hands fell to his sides. He was on the brink of crying. I used this to my advantage. That's tough, Samyeon. Oh! 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 accordingly. God dang, Anton. What was that dramatic animation? Bruh. Dang, that's tough. Wow. It's different because these routes are completely like 180 a little, like, because then Samuel's gonna go missing after this, and it's like, are we gonna start feeling guilt or something? I ran my fist into his scared face and produced a cracking sound. His peepable cheek danced like a jelly under my fist. Samuel let out a sigh and plopped on the icy road. He was still touching his face, place where I hit him, still oblivious to what just happened and how it come to this. After looking at him for a while, I realized I was smiling. Oh my god, this man is evil. A villain. Oh, what's up? What's up? Fatso returned to his senses and threw himself at me, his face twisted with anger. But I dodged his charge so quite easily after that great practice I had playing with Elisa. Oh, tough. He fell into the snow landed right on the pile of dog feces and made him squeal in agony. Attaboy, Toha. Thought you were a wimp, but you giving the Fatso a good whooping. Samuel started sobbing after he realized the direness of his situation. But, ooh. Will I say to Grandma? Ah, Grandma's gonna beat him. That's tough. What are you whining about? Get your head out of your ass. That's crazy. I also smiled, angrily twisted my lip. Hey, get up and hop like a bunny. Stay away from us, you stink of crap. Ew. He's oinking. Jesus. Jesus. Oh, he's trying to grab me. Man, stop it. I threw a kick toward the layer of fat under the coat. Christ. At the same moment, the world became fuzzy. Black trees and the faces of my classmates all blurred. How do you like that, B? Threw up a head holding my glasses victoriously, but his triumph was short-lived. Uh-oh, the two blurry silhouettes rushed forward. Samuel's four friends. Dang! I heard a familiar sound of someone being slapped around. Jesus. This is against the rules. Asswipe. Give back the Oculus. Fighting like a effing man, eh? Fight like a effing man. Judging from Simeon's sighing and grumbling, he didn't agree to his friend's terms. What the F? Ouch. Ow. Betray me for this piece of crap. God.
Завтра в школе тебя выцепим, хрюндель!
Tough.
Точно! За базар ответишь на!
Горло тебе перережу, слышишь?
Romka and Biasha started throwing pieces of ice at fleeing Simeon, but then switched to hurling mockery. Porky. The snow rustled. The two boys, clearly out of breath, approached me. I was finally be able to make their faces clearly. My glasses. Romka cursed under his breath. The fucker got him.
Зато мы ему всыпали одну сына.
At least we whipped his ass real good, eh?
Вот с таким фуфелом
He'll come to
придётся
school with his shinier, this big. Biasha. You know, I'm not gonna make it up a joke. Alright, you're hopeless. I'm just gonna start calling him Gap. Gap let out a throaty laugh. Hyenas in The Lion King would envy a laugh like that. No, they won't. Can you see without your glasses, Toha?
Немного.
A little bit. We're not homies. A hand holding a red rectangle protrude from the mist. Romka was offering me a cigarette. Hell no. My treat. I'm not gonna start eating tobacco and start chilling with y'all. I squinted and tried to make out the brand, even though I didn't know anything about cigarettes. No! I haven't tried smoking yet. I didn't really want to start. I wonder if they'll keep hanging out with me if I want to adapt to all their habits. After a moment of hesitation, I shook my head. Into sports, huh? Are you blind or something? Did you see how he thrashed Simeon? A real deal. Mortal Kombat. Toha is Rocky Boy. Man, I'm about to make you toothless if you keep talking. More like Ivan Drago. We'll split this one. Give me a light. Ronka pulled out a cigarette with his lips, and Biasha scrambled out to find a lighter in his pockets. So Toha,
Что я сказать
to back to what I was saying.
Не держи зла,
Don't be
да.
mad, bro.
Мы тебя
We're
навшили.
just testing you.
А то
I mean, your
очки
glasses and this mask? Shut up.
Меня, кстати, Ром.
I'm Roka, by the way. He squeezed my hand so hard my fingers hurt. His palms full of dry, torn blisters implied that he wasn't wearing a tracksuit for nothing.
Это вот Бяша.
This is Biasha.
Ты не очкуй.
Don't worry, we'll have a talk with
Со
Porky.
свиньей мы лично
He let out a cloud of smoke in my face. These 14-year-old kids smoking, that's crazy, which instantly made me cough. Yeah, I'll go gather my stuff, it's getting dark. I bowed up, pick up my now empty backpack, looking for its contents, hoping my new buddies will disappear when I turn around. But they just stood there, passing a cigarette back and forth. Two small swillets with small light wandering between them, and pine trunks as the backdrop. They were waiting for me to finish picking up my textbooks while whispering something to each other. Ramka was the one talking the most of the time, though Biasha was constantly sniffing with his runny nose and mumbling in agreement. At that moment, I saw an old battered bunny mask from the paper mache among the snow covered the notebooks. Ugh, okay. It's an empty eye socket. It could be filled with anything, with any eyes, but this mask looked like it only wanted mine. We do not have the same skin complexion. Get away from me. Where did it come from and why was it in my backpack? I picked it up with utmost care, as if it bit off my finger at the moment. Was it a cardinal mask or frozen spit inside? Still, something felt wrong about it. Something was writhing inside it, underneath the layers of old newspapers. I could hear 1,000 of tiny bodies rustle in the trembling fur. Something was trying to chew its way out. Maggots! You ready, Toha? Some visual metaphors there. Ramka voice pulled me out of my nightmarish delusion and I threw my mask away in horror. Somewhere I won't be able to see it anywhere. My innards were twisted from disgust, but I stood up and tried not to show it. Whether those maggots were real or one of my delusions, I didn't care. All of this was too much for a single day. I wanted to get home as soon as possible.
Ладно, пацаны, мне пора.
Alright, guys, I need to go. I had my hand toward the two silhouettes saying goodbye. A couple of dark, thin lines trembled in front of me. They stood without moving as if studying me.
С кедрами закорешиться
Hey,
решил.
decided to buddy up with the Cedar?
Мы здесь вообще.
What over here? Oh, he's looking at the trees. Whereas Ronco's voice was coming from behind and turned around embarrassed.
Деревья хреновые.
Trees make for shit buddies. They're the reason why we breed, you idiot. Relax,
Мы тебя до
we'll
дома
escort
доведем,
you
а то
home.
ты как слепой котенок.
You're blind as a newborn kid.
Так
Without
здесь
us, you'll end
живем и
up dead around
сгниешь.
here. Man, I wish you end up dead. In GTA. Saw a rumbling of a tractor that was creeping out in the corner. Aren't we supposed to see something else? Oh, it's the dude! I see him. I got him. A silhouette appeared on the side of the road, out of the fog. We made a space to let that person through. Oh, because of my blurry vision and the twilight, the semi-dark, it felt like it was a ghost floating toward us. What up, brother? Only on occasion, brother. The silhouette got close and I was able to make out features of an adult man. I recognized the dumpy outline. He was smoking near the, Alright, so this is what we're gonna need for the drawing. This has to be the forest master. He was smoking near the school in the morning. The man gifted us with a busy stare of his cold eyes and moved forward, disappearing into the darkness.
Нет горба, зато дайте
What a
губа.
huge hair lip. I was afraid that the unknown man would hear the offensive rhyme, but he was already too far away. We continue our journey.
А почему тебя Бяша зовут?
Why do they call you Biasha? He just smirked in a reply. I don't know why they call him Biasha, but I know why they call you Gap, that's for sure.
Потому что я
Because I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing, eh? BS.
Пургу гнать? Это он
Effing around
умеет.
is what he does best.
А звать его так?
He got his
Потому что
nickname
бледно
because he
как
bleats like a sheep. It started after he returned alive from the Black Garage. Black Garage? You're at the Black Market? Biasha's face contorted at those words. I could see it even through the veil of blindness. Oh, you don't like the Black Market, huh?
Видишь?
See,
С ним так всегда.
happens every
как
time
об этой херне
someone
говоришь.
brings it up. What are you talking
Ты
about?
серьезно про это
Did you really not
страшилку
hear that
везешь?
horror story?
На черной
Oh
улице.
my god. On the one pitch black street,
Черный,
in a
черный
pitch black
подворотный.
alleyway, there's a pitch black garage.
И он знает
It
о тебе
knows
всё.
everything about you. Where do you live?
Что любишь?
What you like?
С кем
Who are
дружишь?
your friends? Why are we not getting this in the other routes? What the freak?
Слышала
I'm sure
про
you heard
ваших
about the missing kids. What?
Это тут не первый
This has
год.
been going on for a while here.
Все местные знают,
The
кто
local
здесь
folk
повешен.
know who's behind all of it. But we're not investigating?
Даже взрослые.
Even the adults. You got lucky. You live right on the edge of the force.
Он к тебе так
This
просто
thing
не
won't come there without a good reason. While in our air, this piece of crap can hide anywhere. Be at the end of the alleyway or near your house.
Чё?
Also,
Идешь такой себе.
you'll just be going somewhere at the end, the night, and bam, you see it
Где
in
совсем
some place.
недавно пусто было.
That was empty just a while ago.
Дверь открыта.
Let's open
Внутри
the door
мрак.
open. Pitch dark
И
inside.
тут как?
And then, Yasha pulled his cape over his head, started howling. Shut up. Fine, forget it. I was trying to process Romka's story, but I couldn't figure out what to think of it. During the short time I've been in the snow late in village, I realized one thing. A lot of people here had some sort of experience with something they couldn't explain. I looked up Yasha, who was pit-pattering to the side.
Тоха, а вот скажи,
Tell me, Toha,
нахрена вы
why the hell
сюда
did you move here? I heaved a deep sigh while looking at my feet.
У отца тут новая
My
работа.
dad has a new job here. My mom used to live here,
Давно еще при
back in Soviet days. There's nothing to do here but to rot away.
Ну или как?
Well,
Бяша,
Byasha here. Wander around the forest. Byasha fish. Man, shut up, Gap. He's a camper, you see.
Летом целую неделю.
Spent a whole
в
week in a
палатке
tent
жил.
last summer.
Здесь, рядом.
Here, nearby.
Прикинь?
Cool crap, right?
Хотя...
I mean,
как
with crazy
мамка
old
его
women like
звезданутая,
his,
я бы сам в лес
I'd also
бежал.
flee to the forest. We kept going on, but it felt like the forest was sliding by. Pines with the black keys and the space between them with the white ones. Thicket was playing into the creaky melody. The melody of roots, bear caves, and forgotten taiga skeets. Snowflakes flew around, creating disturbing illusion that somebody was wandering the forest. Somebody tall and unnoticeable, ready to camouflage as a tree or a snow pile. And then nobody paid attention anymore. They just continued moving along the road, but it was a trick of the light. There was no one there. At least I wanted to think that. Ronka suddenly stopped and said,
Слышите?
"Hear that?
В лесу кто-то бродит.
Someone is snooping around the forest. What the frick are you talking about?" The skin under my clothes started itching and my stomach started aching. We looked the way Ronka was pointing.
Высоченные, причем
Really
с
tall,
скоростью идет.
matching her speed. There was no tall silhouettes behind the mask of pines. Just shadow, creeping in semi-dark, slow shadows, fast shadows, hungry shadows. Ronka picked up a pine cone from the ground and threw it into the thicket.
Эй!
The frick?
Кто-нибудь видел?
Did you see that? I shook my head. I could only see things I could see was the vertical strokes of trees, darkness, snow, and hazy silhouettes of my companions. Remember the rough. God dang, that bit was on a loop.
Пойдемте скорее.
Let's move faster. The sun is setting. Again, I was grabbed by the elbows and dragged along the forest toward the pointy spires of the branches. These are not my homies. The sun had finally sunk behind the peaks. Darkness wreathed, spread its shoulders, and spreading like the smoke. It started snowing. Thick, sticky flakes, white flies, following the scent of dead meat. My vision had become a small island, awash by dark waters. Sound was fragile, like an ice in a march above the dormant waters of the bottomless lake. That's because we're getting closer to the forest, bruh. The forest was silent. I imagined walking at the night under the watchful eyes of
А вы
pines.
знали Вову Матюхина?
Did you know Vova Matyukina,
Мальчика,
the
который
boy who
пропал
went
недавно?
missing? We weren't looking for him, sweetie. I'm hallucinating. I should have stopped staring at the person who was guiding me. Alisa in her unchanging fox mask. The girl was gently holding my elbow.
Что ты здесь?
What? Why are
А
you?
ведь я тебя
I
потерял.
lost sight of you.
Потерял.
You did because you were careless. Bro, this confirms it, bro. Every time we get into the forest, we start hallucinating. This forest is cursed. I squinted in suspicion.
Давно ты за нами
How long
идешь.
were you following us?
Что значит
What do you mean how long? I was always by your side. And who's us? I looked around, but I couldn't find Roba or Byasha. And I felt her cold finger on my wrist.
Пойдемте.
Let's go. We're going to look for Vova. Jesus, all on my face. Uh-oh. What the frick is that? The garage made of metal rose right in front of the windfall. It was big, no huge. Impossible to move without special equipment. Bro, is this the black garage? The fox sniffed around and it seemed like her mask was twisted in disgust. This is the place. Uh-oh. This is the place they don't like. I could smell him.
Может, Вова...
Maybe Vova is playing hide and seek with us, and he decided to hide. Inside, I feel like I saw smoke form tentacles that split off the garage. searching for something in the wilted leaves. These tentacles slithered along the snowy blanket, getting close to our feet. There was a scary screeching sound coming from the other side of the huge black metal gates. Somebody or something is definitely waiting for us inside. Brother. Knock. Thought my nervous movements were similar to that of a marionette dangling in the hands of a puppeteer. Alright, let's get close, bro. What is this? I stepped toward the garage holding my breath. Brother. Knock. And gave the sheet metal door a small knock with my knuckles. Then jump back. Uh-oh. Oh! Woo! For a moment, it seemed like someone growled in pain inside the metal walls. I heard the rusty meat hooks jingle. How you know it's rusty meat hooks? Who crawled to open, jingle on the thick metal chains, awakening someone huge, who crawled to open the black gates. Uh-oh. Nothing happened. Eliza, what are you doing? My heart was racing. Still nothing. Uh-oh, knock, knock. I hesitated to turn my back to the garage so You didn't even let me finish! Run! I heard a weak, scared voice recited my head. I ain't running. Oh, I'm running. Stumbled over the place, I still rushed into the night, was swirled with shadows. I ran behind the crooked truck of a pie that was sure that was Elisa was by my side. But after a moment had passed, I realized that the girl was nowhere to be found. The floor was mumbling its ancient chains, squeaking, ticking, rustling. I froze. I didn't know how much time had passed before I realized that I was standing in complete darkness in a circle of trees that were shooting up their trunks high into the sky. Everything around me moved, trembled. My ears went numb from all the rustling. The tree tops melted in the darkness of the cosmos. The bushes became empty cells whose occupants were suddenly set free. I felt like a clawed fang could fly out of that darkness into my stunned face at any moment. I heard a scream somewhere far away. Oh, now my dad picks me up. Someone was looking for me, just like that boy who went missing. My tears stung my eyes, a big drop from my lashes. What happened to freaking Romka and Gap? Anton! The scream was closer now, and for a moment I even believed that I was about to be saved. I'm here! Ooh, what the frick? One of the trees moves. That's creepy. It wasn't Romka or Nora, it was Biasha. An adult, tall with long arms. Ew. That's probably our masked friends. The forest was dormant no longer. No longer it hid its face behind the fake mask. I stood still like a deer pierced by the lights of incoming truck. The beasts all stared at me. Yup. That's the forest bastard, that's the masked kids. In the semi-dark, without my glasses, I could see very little, but it was still more than enough for me to freeze in terror. A foul smell of animal piss and wet fur enveloped the clearing. The creepy position within the giant at its head moved toward me. Ugh! My legs gave away because of the fear, and I fell to my knees into the snow. Looked like I was praying to that figure, to the trees, to the darkness. Ugh! I didn't dare to lift my eyes, so when he got close, showering me with his stench for a moment, I thought his legs were covered in a gray fur. I shut my eyes so tight that the red circles started dancing on the inside of my eyelids. I don't want to look, but I could still hear everything. His breath was akin to sandpaper that was scratching at my ears. Ew. His voice was deep, hoarse. No, it was a voice. It wasn't a voice, it was a roar. I fished my grandma's chant out of the pool of my memory. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, ashes. I got a stench and roaring in reply. Words could never protect against calls of fags. I was helpless. Then I heard a familiar, sweet voice nearby. Come on, do it. Get a taste of him. What the frick are you talking about, Eliza?
Я же говорила хозяин, это наш зайчик. Позаботься о нем.
Okay. Ew, cut them fingernails. Bro, you're gonna have to stop twerking in my ears in music. The narrow embrasures of barely lifted eyelids covered by my trembling fingers, I watched a horrified silhouette tower over me. I was taken into small kettles, compost pits, and moss. Is this a goat? Bro, you are not the goat. In front of me stood a scary horned beast, the presence of a monarch. His posture told me of his electrifying nobleness. His horn supported the clouds, and his popped out lucubas, my ready to pop eyes with authority stare. His hands were full of gifts. I'm telling you, my theories are on point. That is a goat, bruh. Candy rained at my feet. A doll fell nearby. Then it started raining toys. Spinning top, a teddy bear with a torn up nose. Red-headed Carlson without a propeller. Tiny toy soldier with a flag. Fighter fire truck and a crop duster plane. Toys weren't covered in blood, but my imagination was painting them with red spots and crimson leaks all on its own. Ew. I don't want that, bruh. Hairy hands reached into the surrounding darkness, took out a mangy bunny mask that was haunting me. Ew. Forcefully put it over my face. Are we gonna become the next masked kid? Shadow of a beast around us slowly and graciously stood up on their rear legs. Then the light hit my face, shattering the monster's figure in two. I put my hand up to protect myself. Oh, it's Pops. Now he got us. That's interesting. Anton. Alright. Yeah. And what the hell are you wearing? Oh, I got my mask. I pulled out the mask from my sweaty face and threw it into the heap of toys. Branches cracked in the distance. Pressed myself into my father's chest, engulfed by fear. Alright. So that's how that goes down. Bro, I've been recording for 2 hours, bruh. Alright, so... yeah, that's when we open it. First victim... What the...
Больно ты любопытный, Петров.
Okay, hold up. Let me do that again, because I did get caught.
Мы все уверены, что он найдется живым и здоровым.
Got him. Let's go. Yeah, so we did that. Got him. They reminded the snapshots from the strange TV report. Only instead of crosses on the white background, there were crooked rowan trees. Artery-like roots, stumps, and charred pines cut down like snow. Lots of snow. Then, ooh, the black building that was immediately giving me the chills, yet it wasn't a crypt. It was a garage. So they got a picture of the garage. So we're not hallucinating. But these are like, there's no trees around this place. Box made of steel, standing like amidst the thicket, judging by the trees all around it. Black gates were almost sucking me in. Fingers trembled, and the photo glided through the air back into the file. Thank God it landed upside down. That steel box was just too unsettling to look at. Ugh, it was a plastic bag. The bottom of the file, there was a type used to store evidence. What is this? Opened, and inside it. Ugh! It was a severed finger. Oh, he's hallucinating. There's no way he has a finger. Yeah, I was about to say, stop. Miss me with that. So this is Samuel's finger, right?
Ща, парашник, я тебе этой печаткой так заряжу.
Jesus. Oh, what kind of fake laugh is that?
Как говорится,
you know what they say?
Меньше знаешь,
ignorance is bliss.
спишь.
Okay, this is it. I think this is it, right?
Вот,
Here.
пожалуйста.
End of the drawing to the officer.
И кто это,
Who might
по-твоему?
that be?
Лилия Павловна. Не узнаете? Случаем не ваш трудовик?
Okay. Teacher squinted, trying to have a close look at my drawing.
Какая отвратительная
What a
рожа.
nasty mug.
Да это батя Петрова. Ха-ха-ха.
Really? Ronka stopped Bianca's thunderous laugh and a heavy slap across the back of his head that made him bite his tongue. Yeah, shut up, Gap. And it felt like the windows shuddered from the surrounding laughter. Why y'all looking at me, bruh?
А ну, цыц!
Lilia Pavlovna hissed at the class and the commotion died down. Was already burning at the stake of shame.
Все ясно.
Case closed,
Что
I
тут
guess.
еще скажешь?
No, it's not. Folded my drawing, threw it into the folder.
Занимайтесь.
Oh my god. Cap. Is that what's supposed to happen? Did I do the right drawing? Romka and Biasha were waiting for me at the notice board. What up?
Я в тебе не ошибся.
I was right about you, Toshkik.
Сан,
Attaboy, you didn't rat us
как мы
out.
чуть было свинью
You
не
know,
зарезали.
us roughing up Porky is what giving a chance a false lead.
Наверное. А вы
think.
точно не имеете отношения к исчезновению
Are you sure you have nothing to do with
Симона?
Semyon's disappearance?
Мы-то нет,
No.
а вот
What
ты.
about you?
Помнишь, как срулила
Remember how
с
you bailed us
потёмком?
out on the darkness?
Ага, я так и говорю. Очкарик,
Yeah, he was like, this Four Eyes is a beast.
Феодырного нагонит
We'll
и
catch up with the
гонит.
fatso and end him, eh?
Базар.
What he said.
Однако мы тебе верим.
But we
А
believe
ты
you.
нам?
Works both ways, right? I don't like you, bro. Ronka's stern look made me look uncomfortable, so I nodded. Good to hear. Ronka lowered his voice. Cause he's still in dominance, bro. Like, it's not no friendship. Other kids were stealing glances at us, whispering.
Что ж,
So
Сема
Semyon is
пропал,
missing.
это
That is a
правда.
fact.
Как и факт,
Not just
что не
missing, but he's
просто
most likely
пропал,
already
скорее
dead.
всего.
Biasha shuddered.
А ты почему
Now you
знаешь?
scared. How do you know that?
Так
Because
мы за это
we already
уже
talked
теории.
about this. It's not the
Здесь
first
такие
time this
случаи
had
не
happened.
впервой. Думаешь, Сенечка?
Look
Вова
at
это
Gap.
ты всё попал.
Senek, Vova, and Semyon went to Narnia
Посидят в
and they'll
лесу с
return from the
карамелькой за щекой и назад
forest
пришлёпают.
after hanging there, sucking on some candy.
Ясно же, кто их
It's clear
к себе
who got
забрал.
them.
Неужели
It
черный?
can't be the black.
Маничела!
The serial killer.
Бля, буду пацаны.
Sir, it's crap, guys. It's the local Chica T. Low. What the? Listen, while Tika Hamnov was giving his lecture, I snuck a peek at his files. Gap
Там
whistled.
лежало кое-что.
You can whistle pretty easily, huh? You had a. There was an item there, a signet ring,
Семина печатка.
the one Semyon wore, and I snatched it.
Да ладно!
No, wait,
А ну,
show us.
Дакев!
I looked around like a thief and then carefully took out the stolen ring.
Так, я и думал,
Just like I thought, the killer got him.
Тело! На части нас разрезать!
It cut us some pieces too. Ronko was impressed by the information. He just nodded, looking grim.
А еще там фотография была.
It was a photo with a
С
garage, a black
Чёрным.
one. Biasha looked like he was punched in the gut. Staggered and hid his face in the.
Бляха.
Romka rolled his eyes and swore,
Опять 25.
"Not this again."
Ну, спокойно,
Calm
братан,
down, bro.
спокойно.
Chill.
Бяша, ты же встречал черный гараж
Yeah,
раньше,
you
правда?
encountered the black garage before, right?
Рома говорил, ты даже
Remember said you
заглянул
even
внутрь.
took a look inside.
Что ты там видел?
What did you see in there? Oh my god, he's acting like a sheep. Romka shielded his friend with his chest, clearly upset by my interrogation.
Забудь.
Forget it, he won't say
Ничего он
crap
тебе
now.
толком не скажет. Бяши каждый раз мозг на
Gap's
бекрень
brain
сворачивает,
breaks
только
every
коснись
time
этой
someone
темы.
mentions it. Bro, is this a wind-up toy? Why do you got a wind-up toy friend? Like, bruh, wind him back up.
Коль ты теперь с нами,
Since you're with
я
us
тебе
now,
в первый, в
I'll tell you
последний раз
this.
рассказываю. Осенью мы с пацанами от нефиг делать черной магией баловались. Хотели, как обычно,
Man,
призвать
y'all
пиковую
can.
даму,
Man, I'm
там,
tired of reading, bro.
не
The
весело.
result wasn't fun at all, bro.
Один старый чудило
One
рассказал,
old
что
loon
может
told us that
призвать
we
настоящего
might summon a
духа,
real ghost if we
если
break
нарушим
one
один строжайший
great taboo of our
запрет предков.
parents.
Просил,
Crap,
чтобы
I already
Вова
knew he was bonkers back then.
всего-то надо было
We don't need to go behind the
пойти за
row of garages at late night and one knock on the black one. That'll make some black crap disappear and take all the kids to a better world. What a story.
Вот мы
So we decided to take the bait as a joke. Gab wrapped his hand around his head, letting out a lengthy blade. Alright.
А когда
Y'all
Бяша
really
должен был
representing
за мной
animals for
пойти, то
sure.
должен был в этот гараж
And when
постучать.
Biasha
Эта
was doing the
хитрая
bravery
морда просто
test,
туда заглянула.
he needed to knock on the garage, but the bastard took the peek inside instead.
И правильно сделал.
Maybe it was the right thing to do.
Он от ужаса тогда так
He screamed so
заорал, что
hard,
слезы
tears sprayed
брызнули.
from his eyes.
Отвечаю, я такой истерики отродясь не видел. И явно там не обещанная райская куща была. С тех пор черный гараж по нашим закоулкам шарится и нормальных пацанов жрет.
Что же делать?
Вместе держаться, вот что. Втроем мы, как Вольтрон.
Shut up, bro. I do not. I'm so glad I didn't do this route. I'm just gonna let y'all. I've been reading for too long, bro.
В Вольтроне их 5 было.
Ну, считай, мы покалеченный Вольтрон. Ладно, раз Сёмы больше нет, айда с нами. Дело одно есть. Постоишь для вида, покараулишь. Тебя, кажется, уже боятся все.
Scared crapless of me? Couldn't still wrap around my head. Attitude softened up. I agreed on the spot. Gap pointed at someone inside the crowd.
Вон этот
Here's
кот!
that sucker. What the?
Стой на стреме. И если
Keep
кто
watch.
из
You'll see a
этих
teacher.
отъявится, дай
Let us know.
знать.
И в 4 глаза.
We'll watch all 4 eyes, eh?
Давай, давай. Ты нам должен.
What is going on?
Может, тебя на счетчик поставить, а? Ушлепок.
So are they beating up this kid?
Все, вали давай.
Ah, Jesus. The light bulb illuminated the camera in Romka's hands.
О, полароид.
Why did you take his camera?
Теперь мой.
It is now.
Мне тут один должник.
There was a guy who owed me a bike for talking crap.
Ну, говорит,
Turned
нет
out he
у него
didn't have one.
велосипед. Вот и расплатился фотиком. А мне он, честно говоря, в хер не впился.
I could clearly imagine how happy Oya would be with this Polaroid. I imagine myself taking pictures with my sister and my dad and my mom.
Раз он тебе не нужен,
You
можешь
don't
мне
need it,
его
I can get
отдать?
it. Okay, so what are we
Ты
doing?
извини, братан. Могу в ломбард загнать, ну или
Ну давай я с тобой на него сыграю. Только во что?
So he really wants the camera. Okay,
Чаром. Снимем с нашего Антовки последние штаны.
okay.
Я тебе что, пидор с пацанов штаны снимать?
Yeah, you do, actually.
На что играть собрался? У тебя хоть бабки
You
есть?
have a bit of cash.
Во-во!
What's in your pockets? Fish out of Mercedes-Benz insert I got thanks to Elisa.
А на вкладыше играете?
Хочешь, чтобы я целый фотик?
Это за...
Да жвачки это и рубль цена, а в полароиде кассета еще целая.
Okay.
Да это за...
Ой, у меня таких вкладышей жопой жуй, на кой мне...
Мерседес-Бенц, на! Его-то нам и не хватало, Робert!
Okay.
Фу, блин.
Jesus.
Ну ты и трепло, братка. Теперь он за него цену до небес взвинтит.
Ага, значит, появился интерес? Так во что будем играть?
Подкидного!
There's some ugly kids. I just realized it.
А давайте в камень-ножницы.
Okay, we playing rock, paper, scissors?
О, а ты у нас любишь рисковать. Ну что, мой полароид против твоего Мерса?
Do we actually have to win?
По рукам.
Rock, nigga. Yeah.
Есть!
Стопе. У нас принято до 3 побед.
That's a 5. This man is a cheater.
А раньше сказать.
Ты думал, сюда?
Не пойму, чё ты... Давай-ка продолжи.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever. Bro, you is cheating. Okay, he's cheating. He's definitely cheating.
Каждого пальца!
It's completely defeated.
Николя комедия, Тофик.
Only proof of Lisa's existence traveled to Rokam to Biasha's hands.
А вот и вишенка моей коллекции подоспела. Спасибо, Антон.
Alright, so we run into Polina with this. There's nobody in the backyard but grim-faced Romka. Do we still get stabbed?
Что происходит?
Ничего, проветриваемся, на.
Проветривайся вдруг.
А мне и здесь нормально.
Видишь?
You
Ты
look
ее напугал.
You scared her.
А тебе какая забота?
Пацаны.
Are they fighting each other?
Ай-яй-яй-яй, больно как!
Romka kicked in the knee. Biasha fell to the ground. Brother, I don't want you at the corner. So yeah, he does like Polina. He's gonna, I guess, confess to her.
Позволь проводить тебя, а то, сама знаешь,
Ну а чё она? Бедным маньяком.
Эх, хреновый из тебя маньяк, Бяшка. Даже Тоха не повелся. А она нас в 2 счета раскусит.
Wow. Okay.
Она? Кто она? Что тут творится?
All right.
Да, маленькая репетиция, братан.
Jesus.
Хотели на твою реакцию.
That I'm not a girl, bruh. That's not gonna work.
Вон откуда-то цветы нарыл на.
Пасть заткни.
It's true though.
Я так, планирую подкатить слегка. Разыграть представление, а то она неприступная, мать
No,
её.
you ain't got no balls, bro. That's what it is. See, if you try to go with the intention of trying to get a girl, you'll never get her.
Типа гуляет девочка
Jesus
себе,
Christ.
а к ней докапывается такое вот говно.
Jesus.
Там ты говно!
You gotta get.
Ну и я такой ее раз и спасаю. Но чё-то Бяш совсем бездарный актер.
Whatever, bro.
Давай-ка ты маньяком будешь.
Я?
Ну а чё? Как по телеку показывали, маньяки вообще всегда тихие, скромные люди.
These fists gonna show you that I ain't shy.
Вот прям как ты. А благодаря Катькиным
Dude, how long is this
все в
scene?
школе думают, что именно ты бабурину кокнул.
Shut up, I don't care.
Давай.
А что делать-то надо?
Ты же видел бешеный криптип? Идешь ко мне, борзый такой. Можешь разок в печень заехать.
Shut
А я
up.
тебя тип херак и в сугроб.
Jesus Christ, what is going on here? They're really trying to reenact the scene so they can get Polina. This is weak.
Я тёлочка красивая, тёлочка, я гуляю, ла-ла-ла.
Тоха, действуй.
Oh my god. I went toward Romka, fighting urge to smile. Hit his hand again and put on a stern expression. A 5-star actor.
Она моя!
She's mine.
Рискни!
Let me see you try. Dang, you just throw that man. I tried, and I threw a punch direction my friend. My knuckles barely grazed his leather coat. Romka suddenly fell. Not from my laughable poke, of course, but because he slipped on ice. Jesus! He plopped on his back with his full weight without a chance to get his hand in the way. Petals from the squash flowers were left on the snow. I rushed to help. He's not knocked out, bro.
Ой, бля! Да погоди,
Wait,
ты
don't
не дергай.
pull. This kid is so ugly. Get out of my face, bro. Did you break anything? Romka was carefully working on his wrist.
нет.
Nah,
Ушиб
probably just a
вроде.
bruise.
Лед приложить нужно.
Should probably put some ice against it, eh?
Тебя, мудака,
I'd rather
приложить
put your
нужно.
moronic head against the wall. Smack it as hard as I can. Romka's already left as he got up and gathered the flowers.
Да,
Well, if I
если
go
я
flying in
так
front of that
подруге
chick, I
вернусь,
might as well
можно будет
forget
про
about
неё
her.
забыть.
You're just weak, bro.
Давай еще раз
Let's
отрепетируем.
give it another go. Romka shook his head.
Вечером.
In the
Рука
evening, when
пройдет.
my hand gets better.
Хочу опозориться.
I don't want to
перед
F it up in
первой
front of the
школой.
school's first violin.
Договор...
I stumbled mid-word. A switch flipped in my head. It all made sense now. I remember when Romka constantly sneaking glances at Polina. Remember scrawling handwriting in the questionnaire. Why didn't I study more in depth? Felt like somebody hit me over the head with a giant hammer, making me sink into the ground. Polina, she was the main character of this play, directed by Romka. And I landed the role of the third wheel. I mumbled hesitantly.
Вот это я
And that's what I'm
понимаю,
talking
команда
about.
Вольтрона.
Jesus. See, this is what happens when you become third wheel. I wonder, are they gonna do it? If you go this route, would you be able to fight against this?
Один за
One for
всех.
all.
И все на одного!
Shut up,
Захлопни.
creep.
Если вдруг тебе понадобится помощь, Антоха,
No.
можешь рассчитывать на меня.
No, I don't need your help.
А теперь бывай.
Bye.
Вечером мы к тебе заглянем.
No, you won't. After the horrible taste of water, a drink down my meds which lingered in my mouth. My thoughts were focused on Polina. The play assigned over the role of villain was also on my mind. Simeon's signet ring. Oh, so we just collecting stuff. Okay. Relocated my sister's room. Well, two of them lucky. Right, did you say in the fox her name was Elisa? Shut up. How did you know? Did she tell you?
Да, когда с мамой
Yes, when my mom and I were throwing out garbage, she said she also saved you. Is she really true, bro? Is she really? She has to be a person then, yeah.
А еще она что-нибудь
Did she say
говорила?
anything?
Нет,
Nuh-uh.
мама так быстро вернулась.
Mom came back so fast, I wanted to introduce them, but the fox was already run off. Aren't you afraid of her?
А почему я
Why would
должна
I?
бояться?
This is kind. She's so friendly and pretty. Unlike that owl. You really don't like that owl. I could throw a wrench into those plans. What about Voltron team? Maybe they might not be my best friends, but they're still buddies. What will I become if I betray them? Oh, snap. So we get to pick a route. I don't want to pick. I'm not even doing this route. All right, hold on. Let's pick Romka. Yes, Romka did a horrible act from time to time. He was unfair to us other than manipulate the weak. But something told me that friendship wasn't just weird to him. Then I wish to make friends in this new place. I wish I could go up faster. You think it'd make life easier? Oh, that's his homies.
Полин, подожди минутку.
Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, there it is.
Подождите, я сейчас.
Okay,
Надо бежать.
I need to run. Okay. Okay, so we go with the homies. What happens? Because there's a whole different scene that goes.
Мы тут замерзли совсем.
We're freezing here.
До костей продрогли.
Okay. Oh, so this is how they transition that. Alright, so since it's gonna be the same thing, let's go back. Let's do Polina.
Полина,
Yes.
я хочу тебе
I need to
кое-что
tell you
признаться.
something.
Меня
Rumka
подвел
asked
сон.
me for a favor. I couldn't force out the sound.
Алло, Антош, я тебя плохо слышу.
I breathe out loudly.
Ромка сделал из меня маньяка.
Has made me into a serial killer.
Что?
попросил
He
меня
asked me to
напасть на
attack you,
как будто я
like
какой-то
I'm some
монстр.
monster.
А он бы тут же
Supposed to show up and save you like a hero.
Алло, Полин?
Polina. She didn't respond, so I blew into the handset. Oh. Tone of her voice became serious, harsh.
Нет, как
No,
ты
how
могла
could I think of
подумать?
that?
Я ведь сказал тебе
I
правду.
told you the truth, remember?
А Ромка Зубяши,
We
после
can't be
такого они
friends
мне
after
больше не
something like
товарищи.
this. Facts.
Антон, спасибо.
Peace. Спасибо.
Я так рада, что ты со мной.
Okay. Imagine losing Polina past an imaginary torch to the thrill of meeting her very soon.
Понимаю, как тебе было нелегко.
Okay, so we still get, okay. I understand how difficult it was for you to divulge into something like this. Grandpa always says music can cure your soul. You want me to play something for you? Where, at school? No, silly, after school. You come over my place. We getting cheeks this early? And then I rushed to get it under from the nightstand, ran my head into it. Idiot. Idiot! Of course, why not? Tomorrow after school then. Okay. I have to pretend that I'm on their side for Polina's sake.
Полин, подожди минутку.
Polina, wait a moment. You still betrayed him. It's gonna be the homies. Alright, so it ends the same way. Oh, brother, this game is crazy. Man, I'm drained, guys. Sorry for the low energy at the halfway through. I'm not gonna lie. I recorded 3 hours, bro. Over 3 hours of this. So hopefully it's worth it. So the theory that I have now is like, I mean, we obviously have theories about what's going on currently in the game, but I'm thinking of like theories of like the outer exterior of the game. What's the whole point of the game? What's the true meaning of Tiny Bunny? The only thing I can really say is like to confirm all what we've seen. You know, the black garage is now like where the center of the forest master is. The goat, the dude, that shady dude has something to do with the forest master. And I even wonder, you know, if since we did the drawing of the dude, maybe the dude will be more suspicious or maybe Tikhovna, you know, kind of catch this guy, but who knows? Maybe that's to set up for a good ending, because I'm just thinking about if there's 2 more episodes left, we're clearly getting to a point where we're gonna have a good ending. It kind of represents how like we're all truly animals. Accepting our animal is accepting the craziness, you know, of the forest. Like, I don't know, like even with the dreams and how like everyone's like tripping up and like being like, bruh, like you are not who you are, Anton, you know, and then we see visually him with the bunny head, so that can only mean like, okay, if we accept who we truly are, which is an animal, people won't like us. I don't know, that could be one thing. We may seem crazy to them, but we're completely happy with who we are, because, you know, notice how when we really met Elisa and all the mask animals, we were having the time of our life, you know what I mean? But I do truly believe that maybe it's all psychological, you know, maybe truly this is just, the more we get closer to the forest, the more it makes us crazy, because how we were just tripping up when we went near the black garage and all that stuff, and even with the Anton and like, I mean, Romka and Biasha was just like, yo, like, you good? Like, you talking to the forest trees, not us. As far as other new theories, I can only like say like it just confirms the other theories I had, you know, with what's going on with the game. I actually curious on how the other routes are going to end, because now when you go this route, you now either get to keep Romka's relationship or betray him, which that's not going to end well. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be multiple endings, but I feel like we need to get to the true ending, which is probably the canon ending, where everyone hates us, but then we wind up just accepting who we truly are, which is being a bunny. That's probably the canon ending. Ah, man, my brain is fried, guys. Let me know your thoughts. And shout out to Alexander, Fat Charlie, Epicopius, all of y'all. Come on, dog. Black business. Yeah, that's it. Let me know your theories as usual. Thank you for supporting Black business. Stay blessed, keep your spirit strong, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.